What if the biggest WNBA contract number everyone is celebrating isn't actually real at all? Let's break down the truth. So if you're
thousand range. And then 24 hours later, Alexa Filippo, she went on ESPN and she was like, well, the players still aren't happy with that. And a lot of people are like, wait, why? What's going on? Like 1.1 million, that's a huge increase, because if you guys remember, the maximum salary in the WNBA for this past season was around 220,000. So obviously that's a massive increase if the max is going to go to 1.1 million. So fans were confused on that. And
feeling confused, trust me, you're definitely not the only one. That's pretty much how most WNBA followers are responding right now. The league rolls out this proposal showing a max salary of $1.1 million. Then less than a full day later, the Players Association steps in claiming they're not satisfied with the offer. Right away, you start seeing people all across social media asking the same question. Why would a player turn down a deal that raises the max salary from around $200,000 to well over $1 million? But here's the detail almost nobody seems to be pointing out. That flashy $1.1 million figure might not be anywhere near as simple as it appears. The truth underneath all of this is far more complicated than players being selfish or owners refusing to spend.
It basically said the $1 million offer isn't what it seems, and the 1.1 million wouldn't be their base salary. The base salary would still be that 850,000 number, and then you could get up to 1.1 million if you reach the different bonuses throughout the season. And honestly, you guys, these details do not matter. This does not matter. What has transpired over this last 72 hours?
Let's take a closer look at what actually went down over the past few days. First, the WNBA publicly revealed their offer. They stated the top salary would be $1.1 million, the average pay would sit near $500,000, and the minimum would land in the $200,000 area. At first glance, that looks like a huge leap forward. The current max is only $220,000. So for the elite players, that's basically a 5x boost. But then, Alexa Filippo went on ESPN saying the players still weren't on board. Naturally, fans exploded online. The comment sections went wild instantly. Then a report from AJ Perez at Front Office Sports surfaced and completely shifted the picture of what was really happening.
Actually care so much? This is the same kind of stuff that has been going on for the past 6 months. Clearly, both sides are trying to gain the approval of the public's opinion. They're trying to sway how the public feels about what's going on in the CBA negotiations. So was the WNBA lying and kind of boosting their story by saying that we're going to give the players 1.1 max salary? Sure, maybe. Or was the $1.1 million max salary increase falsely reported? Maybe they didn't report it properly and they said oh, it's going to be 1.1, but they didn't put in the caveats of what that actually.
So based on that report, the $1.10 million number isn't actually the guaranteed base salary. The real base would only sit at $850,000. To bring it up to the full 1.1 million, players would need to trigger certain performance bonuses during the season. And all at once, the whole offer starts looking totally different. You're not actually assured that full amount just by being a max contract player. You have to earn those extra hundreds of thousands through incentives. Now everything becomes messy. We have two completely different narratives being pushed out to the public. The league's version makes the deal sound highly generous, while the players' version makes it appear like a lot of clever presentation. And fans are stuck in the middle trying to figure out what's legitimate.
Also come out and said the WNBA is just trying to put lipstick on a pig and this that. We've heard everything from all sides. It doesn't change anything. It seems like they're at the exact same point in the negotiations, and I have no clue who to trust. And I don't trust anyone. To be honest, I do not trust what anyone is saying, and my mind is just tell me if there's going to be a season next year. And I feel like that's the opinion of most fans.
And honestly, this is the core issue with the way all of this is unfolding. It's pretty clear both sides care more about winning the PR battle than actually negotiating behind closed doors. The league leaks selective parts of their proposal to make themselves look as positive as possible. The players then have to answer publicly to avoid losing leverage. And every small update gets broadcast like it's a massive breaking headline, even when nothing substantial has changed.
They're watching football, they're watching the NBA, they're watching college basketball, and they're basically saying, like, go ahead, do your thing. Like, you guys can argue and figure it out or don't figure it out. Just kind of let me know if there's going to be a season. And that's just kind of how I feel at this point in time. Like, I think it would be a waste of my time to share with you guys the details that are being shared because I don't know if any of it's true. And we don't know what the WNBA players want. The WNBA players have never once come out and said, we want this max salary.
Exact cycle has repeated for 6 straight months. A leak, a reaction, some clarification, then outrage, and the loop starts right back up. The longer this drags on, the less fans are going to care about any of the finer points. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the breakdown.